Hello students, welcome back. Today I have come up with the second part of my video, which one of the part I shared with you in my previous video. This video is all about number system. In my previous video I told you about various number system available for us in computers, and today I'll be telling you about conversion from octal to decimal and decimal to octal, hexa to decimal and decimal to hexa again. So in my previous video I told you about how to convert decimal to binary number system and binary to decimal number system. So the procedure is almost same, but the few changes are there that we'll see just now. So let's begin our video with the conversion from decimal to octal first. So children, octal to decimal. Whenever we have octal number will be always from 0 to 7. We will never have a number which will have digit more than 7 in octal number. Right? So let's take example 164. This is a decimal number and we have to convert it into an octal number. See, this is a decimal number, so this can be from 0 to 9. But after converting, I should never get any digit more than 7 here. Right? So as we did in the case of binary, we divided by 2 and we kept the remainder. Same way we are going to divide it by 8 and we'll keep the remainder. So 164 when divided by 8, 8 to the 16. Now we have 4. The 4 is less than 8, so we can't leave it like this. So 8, 0 is 0 and remainder will be 4. Same way 8 to the 16, remainder 4. So as we did in the previous case, we will start from the bottom, that is the most significant digit. This will be the MSD, most significant digit, and this will be the LSD, least significant digit. So how am I going to write it? I am going to write it like this: 2, 4, 4, and the base will be 8. So whatever digits I received here, they should be always between 0 to 7. We should never have a number more than 7 in the case of octal. Let's do one more example. Now I am taking a number as 256. Its base is 10 and I need to convert it into a octal number. Same procedure, divide the number by 8. So 8 3 is 24, remainder 1. So 8 to the 16th, total remainder 0. Then 8 4 is 32, remainder 0. Now this number is less than 8, we cannot further divide. So hence our conversion will be 400 and the base will be 8. Right? This is how we are converting a decimal number to a octal number. Now vice versa case. Now we are actually going to convert octal to decimal. So my octal number, as I said, cannot be more than 7 digits. More than 7 digit cannot appear in an octal number. So therefore, let's take example 2, 3, 4. This is an octal number and I need to convert it into a decimal number. So how will I convert it? I will pick up the least significant digit, LSD, multiplied by 8 to the power 0. In the case of binary, we were multiplying with the 2 to the power 0 since the base was 2. But now my base is 8. So I have to multiply with 8 to the power. So we will begin with 8 power 0 plus 3 into 8 to the power 1 plus 2 into 8 to the power 2. So as I told you in my previous video also, any constant to the power 0 is always 1. So 1 multiplied by 4 plus 8 multiplied by 3 plus 64 multiplied by 2. Let's multiply and add them. 2 4s are 8, 2 6s are 12, plus 3 8s are 24, plus 4. So 4, 4 and 8, 16, carry 1, 2 and 2 4, plus 1 5 and 1. So my conversion to decimal is 156. This is how we are converting a octal number to a decimal number. Okay, let's now take one more example for this. Okay, let's say my number is now 310. It's an octal number, need to be converted into a decimal number. So again the same procedure, take the least significant digit, 0 multiplied with 8 to the power 0 plus 1 multiplied with 8 to the power 1 plus 3 multiplied with 8 to the power 2. See, we are increasing the powers from right to left. As we are moving from right to left, we are increasing the powers of 8. If we have 4-digit number, the next power will be 8 to the power 3. If we have 5-digit number, the next power will be 8 to the power 4 and so on. So just now I told you any constant to the power 0 will be 1. So 1 into 0 plus 8 into 1 plus 64 into 3. So let's multiply and see. 3 4s are 12 and 1 carry. 3 6 are 18 and 1 19. So 192 plus 8 plus 0. So here it becomes 200. So 200 is a conversion for 310 from octal to decimal. Alright, now this was all about converting octal to decimal and decimal to octal. We have done two examples each. Now we are going to see how we are converting decimal to hexadecimal number and vice versa case. So before moving on to this explanation, let me tell you about the few points which you have to keep in mind while converting. So children, as I told you earlier, in hexadecimal number system, the numbers lies between 0 to 50. The base here is 16. Now since the base is 16 and representation of numbers is from 0 to 15, so here 0 to 9 so we'll write simply. If I get a remainder as 7, I'll write 7. If I get a remainder as 8, I'll write 8. Till 9, we are going to write it the same way. But when I get a remainder as 10, I can't get a remainder as 10. Why? Because I'm dividing by 16 now. So whenever I'll get a remainder as 10 or more than 10 and less than equal to 15, then instead of writing 10, because 10 can confuse me, right? If I write simply 10 and then I write 5 and then I write 6, it can confuse me whether it's 1, 0 or whether it's 6, 5, 10. So to avoid that confusion, for double digit number which is less than equal to 15, we are going to represent them by the characters. So 10 will be represented by A, B will represent 11, C will represent 12, D will represent 13, E will represent 14 and F will represent 15. So whenever you will get any remainder of 2 digits out of these 5 digits, we are going to represent them as a character. Right? You have to keep this in mind always. So let's begin converting of decimal to hexa. Decimal to hexa. Alright. So as I said just now, we are converting decimal to hexa. So decimal number can have any digit from 0 to 9. So let's say I'm taking it as 2, 9, 4 and I need to convert it into a hexadecimal number. So I have to divide this by 16. Now base is 16. 2, 9, 4, 16. 16 1 is 16 and now 16 2 is 32. So 32 is more than 29. So we will take 16 1s are 16 and we'll see how much will be the remainder. So let's divide it here. 16 1s are 16. 9 minus 6, 3. 2 minus 1, 1. And this 4 will come here. Now we see at which place we're getting this 134. So let me check. 16 8s are 16 and 48. 8 and 4, 12, 128. And 16 9s are 54. 9 is 9 and 5. So it will go by 8. So 128. So 14. It's better to make it 14. 14 minus 8 will be 6. And here to be 2 and then to be all 0. So what remainder am I getting here? As 6. And my quotient is 18. So we will write here as 6. Now 16 ones are 16. Remainder is 2. So in this case, we are not getting any number, any remainder more than 9. So we are going to simply use them as the numbers. So what I am going to write from here? 1, 2, 6. And the base will be 16. So fortunately, we did not get any remainder here more than 9. If we have got, then we could have done it in that way also. Now let's see one more example. 2, 5, 4, 5. It's a 4-digit number and is a decimal number converted into a hexadecimal number. So if I divide 2, 5, 4, 5 by 16, what will I get? So 16, 1, 16 because these two digits are more than less than 32. So 16 by 16. And what remainder will I get now? I'll get somewhere around 7. So 74. So 16 5s are 85 and 16 9s are. It will go like this and the remainder will be 1. So if you want to still verify and check whether you are going right or wrong, you can multiply this number with 16 and you can see whether you are getting it as same or not. So let's check that. 6 9s are 54, 6 5 are 30 and plus 5 35, 3 up, 6 1 6 and 3 9, and here 4 5 and 9, 1 carry, 5 and 9 again 14, and 1 carry 15, and 1 2 5 4 4 and plus 1 2 5 4 5. So we are going right here. So next step, again divided by 16. So when I divide by 16 again, I will get 16 9s are, it will somewhere be around 16 9s are, I think. 6 times are 54, 5, 9 and 9 and 4, 5, 144. So it's less than 140, it's less than 160 and more than 144. So 16 9s are 144 and remainder will be now here 15. Right, children? Now, this number is less than 16, so we do not need to move further. Now let's see how we are going to write. Now as I told you, we are going to write 9 and then we have 15. Always underline this 2-digit number which is coming as a remainder. And then write 1. And just now I told you, whenever you will get a remainder more than 9 and less than equal to 15, you will be representing those numbers as alphabets. So 9 and 15 was represented by F. So 9 F1 will be my conversion for hexadecimal. So you saw how I'm using this remainder which is more than 9 as alphabet. So to keep a check, always underline it so that while converting into a final answer, you can make it a character and it will not lead to any confusion. I hope it is clear now. So let's now do the reverse case. The reverse says converting a hexadecimal number to decimal. Alright. So let's take my decimal number as 1C2. This is my hexadecimal number and I need to convert it into a decimal number. So C is coming, so it's by default, it's obviously that it's a hexadecimal number. No other number in number system has alphabets in their representations. Right? So the same procedure. Earlier we were multiplying, in case of binary we were multiplying by 2. In case of octal we were multiplying by 8. And now we are going to multiply it by 16. So again, let's start from the rightmost character. So 2 multiplied with 16 to the power 0 plus C multiplied with 16 to the power 1 plus 1 multiplied by 16 to the power 2. Now this still, here the things are okay, but here, what is C? Remember the codes. For C, it was 12. For A, it was 10, B 11, and C was 12. So we have to multiply 12 with 16. Here 2 multiply with 1 plus 16 to the power 2. What is 16 to the power 2? It's 256. So 256 multiplied with the 1. So let's multiply. It's 2. Now 16 is multiplied by 2. Let's do it here. 2 6 are 12. 2 1 are 2 and 3. And here it's 1, 6 and 1. It's 192 plus 256. So let's add all of them. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 6, 10. So 1 remains, 1 carry. 9 plus 5, 14. And 1, 15. 1 carry. 2 plus 1, 3 and 4. So 450 is the decimal conversion for the number 162. I hope it is clear. Right, children? Okay. Now let's take one more example. So, oh, sorry, my marker, let me change. It's 2, 3 and E. Now this is already an hexadecimal number and we have to convert it into a decimal number. Children, we always not get alphabets in the number. You can simply also get 235, 278, 279. Any number can come here. It's not that always you'll get the alphabet. I'm just taking it so that you are clear with the conversion process, how you have to convert them into numbers. But always you might not get it. And one more thing I told you that whenever you get question in exam, you have to see the basis. From where to where you need to convert. I'll tell you at the end that thing also. So let's start. E multiplied with 16 to the power 0 plus 3 multiplied with 16 to the power 1 plus 2 multiplied with 16 to the power 2. Now what is E? E is 14. Right? A for 10, B 11, C 12, D 13 and E 14. So 14 multiplied with 16 to the power 0 plus 3 into 16 plus 256 into 2. Right? Now 14 multiplied with 1. 16 multiplied with 3. 6 3s are 18 and 1. So it's 48. So 2 6 are 12. 1. 2 5 are 10 and 1 11. 1 more and 5. So 512 is the multiplication for 2 into 256. Let's add all of them. So 14 plus 48 plus 512. So 2 plus 8, 10. 10 plus 4, 14. 1 carry. 4 plus 1, 5 and 1, 6 and 1, 7. And here it's 574. This is my decimal number conversion for a hexadecimal number. So just now I was also telling you that how will you get questions in exam. So the kind of questions you're going to get in exam will be somehow like this. I mean, the questions can be like this. It will be convert the following. Convert the following. And you have to see yourself that which number system is to be converted into what. For example, if question is like this, 56 base 8 equals to 10. Or it can be 543 base 10 equals to this. Or it can be 1010 base 2 equals to 10. So from here we have to make out that octal number is to be converted into decimal. So what do we do to convert octal into decimal? We multiply with 8 to the powers. Similarly, when we are seeing this question, now here decimal number is to be converted into a hexadecimal number. So what do? We divide it by 16. Here, binary number to decimal number. So what do? We multiply it with 2 to the powers. So this way we have to interpret the questions and see that what conversions are to be done. I hope you must have understood this topic and I would have made it clear to you, all of you. In case still you have any problem, you can please write me freely. Thank you so much.